Welcome to the Bionic Pets video series of How to Do What We Do. This step-by-step series shows loving pet owners worldwide who can't come to us how to cast and fit orthotic and prosthetics for their pets. Bionic Pets offers a wide variety of colors for your custom device. Please indicate your color choice on the order form. The materials included in your casting kit are as follows: an order form, casting instructions, fiberglass casting tape, a cut strip, a pair of gloves, a stockinette, a clever cutter, and a pair of scissors. Hi, I'm Derek with Bionic Pets, and this is Shadow, and we're going to be fitting her with a custom Stifle brace. This is our most common diagnosis we see here. It's a torn CCL. So we make this custom Stifle brace, much like a human knee brace. It helps to track the knee properly, prevent the tibia from drawing forward under the femur, and that helps scar tissue to develop to the point where we do not need to do surgery, and we can remove the brace after about 6 months. So what you want to do is put the shell of the device on the front of the leg. You want to match up the knee joint that's on the device with your dog's knee joint. So kind of the axis of rotation, you can kind of tell when you bend it that it's lined up nice. You're always going to start with the bottom-most strap. This strap is going to go just above the hock. The hock is the pointy bone right here. It's your ankle bone or calcaneus. So you're going to have this pad go just above this bone, and you want to line up the pads in the center of the back of the leg. You don't want the pads off to the side one way or the other. You really want to cover as much skin as possible with these pads. You're going to loop right through the D-ring. You want to make sure you're not torquing the animal's leg, so just holding this strap and pulling. You really want to keep the shell to the front of the leg and then pull the strap like so. That's what's going to keep the brace up. If your dog doesn't have a very prominent hock or calcaneus, sometimes we'll make a secondary suspension system below the hock. So once this is on and it seems like it's going to stay up, you're just going to move yourself right up the back. There's 3 straps in the back, and you're really just going to go 1, 2, 3 up the back. I like to make sure all the fur is not in the way. I don't want to pinch skin or fur. So we're going to move right up the back. You want this pretty snug. You don't want it loose. If it's loose, then the brace is just going to piston up and down on the leg, cause skin irritation or abrasion, and it's not going to hold the tibia back under the femur, which is the whole purpose of the brace. Then we're going to work ourselves up to the 3rd strap. This is your femoral or thigh strap. I'll move the hair just to give you guys a better visual. Again, make sure you're not getting any of the hair or fur stuck in the Velcro as you're strapping this. And you want the Velcro strap to go directly back onto itself all the way around. So now I'm going to make sure that Shadow can bend. A lot of dogs don't know that they can bend these braces. I also want to make sure you can bend the tarsus to 90 degrees. If you can't do that, that means the brace is too long and we might have to trim the distal end of the tibial shell. The last strap you want to work on is the front strap. So after you've tightened all these straps, you're going to just tighten this last one. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3 up the back and the 4th one in the front. And that's your strapping sequence. And again, I'm massaging all the fur, making sure nothing's pinching or pulling. If a dog or an animal gets up and doesn't want to use the device, sometimes that can be the cause. So we're making sure we have about 2 fingers of space at the groin. You don't want the inner highest point of the brace to be impinging on the groin or too up in the groin. That'll also cause a point of impingement or irritation. So what I'm looking for is a 90-degree tarsal angle. I want to make sure that the top part of the knee is clear. I call this the femoral arch. So I want to make sure that Shadow can completely bend her leg like so. And then I'm making sure that there's at least 2 fingers of space up into the groin from the edge of the plastic. So we're looking good. A lot of times, once you get the fit correct and the tightness correct, you can mark these straps for tightness. So every time you're tightening the device the exact same way. I'll even mark the straps 1, 2, 3, and then you really don't have to touch this front strap again, but I will mark it in case you do hit it. So a lot of things you'll see when the pet or animal gets up on the first time, you'll see knuckling, which means since there's pressure on the Achilles tendon, the dog will start to walk and knuckle over on the top of their paw. This can go away within 5 minutes for larger dogs or up to 2 days with smaller dogs. It really depends on the animal, but that will go away. A lot of times they'll try to kick the brace off or not want to put any weight on it. It does take about 2 weeks to break in this device to the point where they're walking evenly and perfectly. If they're not walking that way in 2 weeks, please call Bionic Pets and we can fix that for you. Your break-in process is very slow and you want to keep it that way. You start with 30 minutes the first day, increase by 30 minutes a day. You're going to wear this device as much as all day and take it off at night. Anywhere in between is up to your pet's tolerance and the activities that they're going through every single day. An average amount of time your pet will wear this device, depending on the tear of the ACL or CCL, is about 6 months. You should go to your vet every 3 months and have them check the CCL to see how stable it is. A lot of times you can discontinue use entirely after 6 months, which the point of this brace is to track the knee properly, get scar tissue to develop inside the joint to the point where the knee's stable enough to discontinue use of this and avoid surgery altogether. The inside of your custom Stifle brace is made out of a medical grade foam. It's non-porous, it doesn't soak up moisture, sweat, urine. It's waterproof, it can even float. You can even use it in an underwater treadmill if needed. The foam can compress over time. You can take a hair dryer to it once a week and that'll fluff it back up. You can also every single day take a antibacterial wipe or even better a baby wipe and wipe it down, and that's your wear and care for the foam on the inside. When you take the device off daily, you want to make sure that there's no skin irritation. For a knee brace, you'll mostly see it up in the groin or on the distal part of the tibia or shin right down here. So redness that lasts more than 20 minutes or it's a deep redness is something that you'll want to call Bionic Pets about. If it's light redness that goes away or pink that goes away rather quickly, that's okay. That's just the skin getting used to the device overall. Make sure also, because dogs wear these, they run in these, you're tightening down the screws at least once a week. These can loosen up, so make sure you take a screwdriver and tighten them down. And basically that's your upkeep for a custom Stifle brace.